Convergent collide, divergent divide, transform tectonic plate slide. Convergent collide, divergent divide, transform tectonic plate slide.
Oh, hey, kids!
When plates diverge.
This is awkward. Eagle Eyes here. Welcome to the Eagle's Nest. I'm here to teach you some hand dances for plate tectonics. I'm sure your teachers are telling you all about it. It's pretty awesome because stuff explodes like volcanoes. So, let's talk about convergent boundaries. This is where two plates come together and stuff happens. Two things can happen. And this reminds me of the two types of high fives in my experience. One type of high five, just a regular old high five. So let's talk about that first. That's like a convergent collision boundary. You got continental, converge, collide, makes a mountain. Let's try that again. Continental, converge, collide, make a mountain. Just like Mount Everest in the Himalayas. That's mostly in Nepal. So, namaste. Pause here. Hit play when you're ready to try the next one. Okay, here we go. The next type of high five and the next type of boundary is called convergent subduction. And the other type of high five is called a turkey. Anybody ever give you one of these? Well, I don't like it. I'm an eagle. I don't like to have anything to do with turkeys. Okay, so what happens when someone gives you a turkey, also called a flump, a fist bump, high five? Well, in that situation, one person's being more dense. I'm not going to say who it is, but I'm sure you can figure it out. So let's call the fist our oceanic crust because it's the same amount of stuff in less space. So it's more dense, oceanic. Then we got our continental. They collide. The continental, less dense crust stays on top. And the oceanic subducts under at a subduction zone. And then you're going to wiggle your fingers because it melts in the mantle. And we know when things get hot and they melt, they rise up in convection currents and it makes a volcano and it goes boom! Let's try that again. Okay, we got our oceanic, continental, converge, subduct, I'm melting, and then rises up, makes a volcano, boom! Volcano. Okay, pause the video if you want to try. I'll wait here. Okay, you done? Next type. Divergent boundaries. This reminds me of my friend, the dodo bird. He and I are friends a long time ago. I wonder what happened to him. I don't know. We grew apart. Anyway, I diverge. Okay, so for this type of plate boundary, it can happen between any two types of plates. But the most common type is called a mid-ocean ridge. And they surround the whole world like the seams on a baseball, except they're hidden miles and miles deep beneath the ocean. So you can't even see them with your eagle eyes. You'd have to go down into a submarine, and I don't know about you, but I'm scared of going in a sub. No fear of flying, though. Okay, so here's how we do this one. We got oceanic and oceanic. And the two plates are going to move apart. They're going to diverge. So what's happening beneath these plates is you got your fingers are there to show the magma in the mantle. Okay, so you got to wiggle your fingers and your hands are going to look like two squids kissing. Okay, that's okay. So you got your melty magma down here, and then slowly we're going to diverge our hands away from each other And then new crust is forming on my knuckles now. And we got more magma coming up at the mid-ocean ridge. More crust forming. Now I got old crusty knuckles. Old crust on each side. And I got baby crust at my fingertips. Okay, let's try that again. Oceanic. Melty magma coming up at the ridge. The two plates diverge. New crust forms at the ridge. And now I got old crusty knuckles and baby crust fingertips. Okay. Easy as that. Pause the video if you want to try. Oh, wait. Okay. Last type. This is called a transform boundary. These types of boundaries just slide past each other. So this one's pretty easy. It can happen anywhere in the world between any two types of plates. One plate's moving one direction, another plate's moving another direction. Hey, that also reminds me of another friend who moved in a different direction than me. His name was the Owl. He hunts at night. What a weird guy. Okay, anyway, so we got our transform boundary that slide past each other in different directions. So you could have continental, and this one's real easy. Plus it makes you look really cool. Okay, now you might notice when you do this that your hands are kind of rubbing together and they're causing vibrations. Well, that's what we call an earthquake or seismic waves. And you're like, yeah, what's the big deal? Just a little bit of vibration. What's the big deal? You've ever heard of the 1906 earthquake in San Francisco? It destroyed an entire city? No? Oh, well, now you have. Okay, so pause the video if you want to try this one. Okay, you're back, I think. So, one last thing I have to say. You gotta keep in mind, when we're doing these hand dances, that these plates take millions and millions and millions of years to make one huge, massive mountain. Well, I guess that's kind of to be expected. But they only move a few centimeters a year. I mean, that's slower than my grandma. And she can't even catch a tortoise in the sand. Okay, so just keep that in mind. And try not to move that slow yourself. Remember, always protect your eagle eyes and wear gloves.